Hey guys, it is about time to start getting the block ready for assembling, even though I still don't have the parts. But when they come, I want the block to be ready and start assembling right away. So first I started by cleaning the beds for the core plugs, and then I chased all the threads all over the block. Wherever I saw thread, I chased it, and this time I decided to use my impact driver, but I was being very careful in the beginning of each thread. I was doing it by hand a couple of turns to make sure that the tab goes in the right direction, it's not cross-threaded, and then I could go up and down a couple of times. Okay, it's time to hone the cylinders. I'm joking. This is for honing the cylinders. Okay, I've got brand new too, and if I only knew how to use it, it would be great. Let's see what damage I can do now. What? Now there's a little ridge here at the end of the cylinders. Actually, let me bring it closer. And there's a little ridge here which I can feel, but it doesn't seem to be metal. I think that's carbon, which just builds up here, because the measurements of the cylinders are exactly as for the factory measurements, so they weren't worn at all. So I'm guessing this is carbon, so we'll see now. I have a ridge trimmer, but I don't think I need to use it, because I believe this is gonna go with the honing now. Let's see. So I'm gonna start with spraying a good amount of WD-40 all over the place. I'm gonna spray some on the tool as well. And let's see what damage I can do. Okay, I'm not gonna explain in details how to hone a cylinder, because I'm also a newbie here. I don't have too much experience, so if you wanna find out more about that, you have to look it up. There are some beautiful videos in YouTube that I watched as well, and you will learn much better from them than from my channel. Well, that's it. No ridge anymore. Okay, let me try and clean this up. Okay, I think this cylinder is done. Let's do the other one. I think that worked well. They look beautiful now. So now I'm gonna just polish the surface. I'll do the same thing as on the head. We use WD-40 and this Scotch Brite or similar pad to clean up the surface. After I cleaned up the surface, I checked for flatness, and this is how I did it, with the straight edge and a light behind it, and it looked perfect for me. Here I'm gonna try to show you too. Yeah, you see some light coming, but that's coming through the cylinders, you know. The edge of the straight edge was touching everywhere. Meanwhile, this is set already, so let's see if I can polish it a little bit. Wow, it is like new. It looks, I don't feel anything. There is this dark spot, but it's all over the place. But when I pass with my finger, I don't feel anything. It is perfectly flat. Can't believe that. Wow, nice. And now, until the parts that I ordered come, I don't think I can do anything else on the block. It's ready for assembling. So I ordered those plugs, I ordered bearings, I ordered piston rings, gaskets, oil filter and stuff like that. So until they come, I have to work on something else. Okay, so these are sitting here for 5 days now. I didn't mean to leave them for so long, but some other things came on the way and I just left them sitting inside, soaking into the brake fluid. So let's see now if this is gonna help us to remove the broken piston rings from the grooves. Wow. No way. You know what, I'm gonna try something else. So as far as I've seen in videos in YouTube, people were using this and it was cleaning all the residues of carbon and everything from pistons, from carburetors, from a lot of stuff. So I hope that it works for me too. So I bought it just to clean the pistons and the carburetors, but I'm hoping now that by cleaning the carbon from the groove, it's also going to release and unseize this broken piece of piston ring inside. Let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, so it has its own basket inside for parts. So you can put even small parts like screws and jets from the carburetors and things like that. But now I'm gonna do my piston. Let's see. So I'm gonna leave it there for half an hour or so, and I'll try removing the pistons, the rings from the other two seized pistons. I'll just remove the one that is free, just to get it out of my way. And this is the one, the first one, that is seized. But no, that's what happens. Ah, broke. Ah, I think I lost this battle too. Oh, not really. Okay. So here I win. Yes. I'm gonna let it cool down. Okay, so can I dip a second one? Why not? They can go in twos there. Okay. So while we are waiting, let's see what else we can do. Maybe we should look at the head and the valve situation. As I said in one of my previous videos, I decided to order new exhaust valves because they were damaged, but I could keep the intake ones because they just needed a little bit of grinding, and this is what I started doing here while I'm waiting for the exhaust ones to come. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just use a little bit of this valve grinding compound and grind the seats and the valves. So we put a little bit of the compound on the edge of the valve. Sorry, the neighbors are moving in, so it's a little bit noisy today. Then we put oil, we need oil on the stem, of course, so it can slide freely inside the guide. And very carefully put it in. So now we have to be very careful, this compound, not to spread all over the place, because if it goes on the stem, that's bad. That's gonna grind the stem and the valve guide, and we don't want to do that. So we have to be very careful with this compound to keep it out of away from the guide and the stem. So it's in, now we start grinding without pressing too much, and every now and then we lift and turn a little bit so the compound can spread around the whole valve edge and the seat. Now this is what happens all the time to me, and I hate that. This suction cup doesn't stay on the valve and drives me crazy. Okay. Now carefully remove it. Again, carefully not to touch the compound with the stem. And now with a clean rag, we will carefully remove the compound from the valve. Every time with a new part of the rag which is clean. And again, I'm cleaning in this direction. If I have to wipe, I do this and go this direction and okay. So now here I started to get even strip. Strip is not even. If it's different width here and there, then that's a problem. But here the strip is nice and even all over the place, which shows me that the valve is very good. And now let's look at the seat. Again, I'm grabbing part of the rag which is clean and I'm gonna wipe the compound away. Again, another part of the rag which is clean. Okay. And now to check if we're still if this is okay, try to hear that. Ah, stupid neighbors. Okay, there's no squeaking or anything, so I think this valve is completed. Now if you can see this strip here, the ground area is nice and even, and here you can see how this strip is ground evenly all over the place. There's no areas which are lower or higher, and so this valve sits very nice in its seat. So now we can go to the second one. Again, we have nice and even strip here on the valve. And let's check the seat now. The seat though still has 2 dots on this side and 1 dot on this side from where I told you it was a little bit pitted. I'm gonna bring you closer so you can see it. Okay, I don't know if you can see it, I hope you can, but here there is 1 dot and here there are 2 dots that are still there, and I'm gonna go and grind a little bit more until I lose those spots. I hope I can. Okay, the moment of truth. No dot on this side anymore. And just a little bit of dot on this side, so I have to keep going. Okay. Okay, let's see. The last time I checked it was the dot was almost gone. So now let's see if it is completely gone, but I think even if it's not, it's gonna be so small that it's not gonna be such a big problem, I believe. So let's see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop here. There's a very small dot, but I'm afraid that if I go too low, I might go too low on the valve too, and I don't want to create a ridge on the valve, you know. So the same way I ground the intake valves on the third and on the fourth cylinder, and then for the exhaust I had to wait a little bit more until they arrive. So for now we can't do anything else on the head except of cleaning it. Yeah, I'm just gonna rinse everything with brake fluid. I'm gonna pop a hole here because this is covered because of the painting when I painted the head. Okay guys, that's it for today. I hope I will be able to upload another video soon. I just need to find some time to edit. It's not that easy, you know. But yeah, have a great day, have a great evening, have a great morning, whatever the time it is with you, and I'll see you in my next